We are getting quite close to the Parthenon.
We're in the Acropolis site.
It's only taken us 19 months, but we're here. We're just going to have a wander up. The sun is shining. Cold day today, it's only going to be 26 degrees.
Yeah.
It's not bad for me.
Got a coat.
This is day number 2. Tommy and George took us out in Athens yesterday, which was really nice. Took us up to the top of a mountain so we could look down over the city, which was quite beautiful. And then we went off to a marina, which was absolutely jam-packed with multi-million-dollar yachts. It's something to see. And
that's something to see.
That's what we can see. That's what we're heading off up to. I'm not even sure how old this is. 2,500 years, I think it is.
Older than Dave.
Older than Dave. Another thing we found older than Dave. Dave's loving this. He feels like a spring chicken with his 20 years. So we're going to wander off up there and we'll see you up at the top. We're just climbing up now. That's the Temple of Dionysus. Not the temple even, it's the theatre. And as you can see, modern Athens is quite close. But it's still a lovely little spot, this is. A lovely little place to be.
You can hear them working on the workings behind.
Yeah, if I spin round, you can see down there as well.
Ratchet up a big block of stone.
Looks like they're taking a massive stone. Let's zoom, let's use our zoom function. There they are, the ratcheting men. Oh, that's it. It's going to take a while to keep this place in one piece. Having to add new bits every now and again. But otherwise, it'll be gone, so that's cool.
Over there.
Zooming out, using our zoom out function.
Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out.
Where are you looking?
Over there, you can just see the edge of a building in that green bit.
Oh yeah.
That, I think, is the stadium that they had the first Olympics in.
It is.
And also the end of the 2004 marathon. And then, just in front of that,
More zooming.
you can see some pillars sticking up.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that might be Zeus's temple, but it could be that could be anywhere really. I think it is. It's down that way somewhere. And then this looks like the new Acropolis building, museum. Apparently it's got a glass floor, so you can see all the excavations underneath. And then
that's looking south down over towards the port.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh well, it's very confusing. Behind us, on the other side of the rock, is where we were last night, but we'll show you that later.
No charge for this tour, and no guarantee of any kind of accuracy whatsoever.
Yeah, we may have made it all up. In fact, we're not in Athens at all.
You can probably guess what this is. We found our way to the top.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
A few other people seem to have found it as well.
We thought we'd be the only ones here.
Thought we'd be alone. That looks bloody impressive. It is absolutely enormous. As you can see, it's a major restoration bit of work on it. But all the same, it's easy to look past that. And all these folks. Because look at it. Look at the shiny floor. You've got to be careful not to slip and die on your way up to it. This might be the culmination of a life saving to get up here, and then you crack a leg open on the way up. That wouldn't be good. Whoop. There you go, happy days. Here's a good view of the Parthenon. Poor thing's been a bit battered. I think if you come back from antiquity you'd be a bit tearful at the state of it, but it's still bloody impressive. Bits of it have been hacked off and blown up by various people over time, rebuilt. It's been a church, it's been a mosque, it's been an ancient theatre of the gods or some such. And there's lots of folks come to have a look. Here's us, and you can see out. I'll just do a quick spin around. Hold on to your lunch. There's Athens. A third of the population of the country in this place, and a lot of cars as we saw yesterday. But it's not as bad as Palermo. Anybody here who's upset with the number of cars should nip over to Palermo and have a look at that, because they're in real trouble. Beautiful place up here. Right, what's next?
Over there.
Over there. Spinning around again. Right.
And then
just gonna have a little look see.
The ladies holding up the temple over there.
There we go, it's old Parthenon. Literally old, very old, as you might imagine. Lots of folks up here, but this is the best view, I think. we've had of Athens, at least in the daylight. We had a lovely view yesterday. If we just come round over here from that mountain there, the second one on the right with the church on top, you can go up there for a nice coffee. Tommy and George took us up there yesterday. Keep spinning around. Juice told me what some of these ancient things are, and then I've instantly forgotten. But you can see stuff poking up out amongst all the new stuff. It's quite a sight. I'll just give you another. I'll give you a spin backwards. 2 spins for the price of 1. Point it down a bit more. There's modern
And
Athens and old bits of Athens spreading amongst it. And
there's a temple down there. Nobody's bothering.
There's a temple. Yeah, this is the temple to come and look at because it's the business. I've just come down here to hide for a bit because my patience worn a bit thin. It's heaving. A bit. There's big signs up here saying don't touch the marble, so the first thing somebody does is read it out in English and then reach out and touch it, and then the fun police have to shout and tell them not to touch it. It's good. People. Too many people. That's the fun police there in action. This is the Acropolis Museum, and the bit we're in at the moment reconstructs what was on the outside of the Parthenon. There's a chap down here who's making big mention about Lord Elgin thieving all the bits of the Parthenon that he's taken down to the British Museum. Quite a lot of it's reconstructed stuff. I don't know if that's the stuff that he pinched. But I'll just pop in through here. They've reconstructed it as though it was still on the outside of the building. So you get a real sense of it. That's the core, that's how big it is. That's how big it goes down that side. It's a beastie. It's rather impressive. And then the pediments, they've recreated those, the triangular bits that go on the end. I'll shut up for a moment, I'll just work around my head around the end. I think Elgin made off with quite a lot of that stuff, so if you nip to the British Museum you'll get to see all the bits that aren't here in Athens. This is, as you can see, it's Brettos in Athens, and I'll just span out. As you can see, it's got a lot of fabulous speciality drinks in here. Let's look around, it's a pretty cool place. There's Jew, we've got ourselves a couple of drinks. What have you got? Raspberry.
Ouzo.
I've got Ouzo, which is it's one of these, you see. I've got one of those puppies, the green one I think, triple distilled. Good stuff. It's going to keep us going for the rest of the day. There's Paul. Paul assures us that he's in his 70s, which looks incredible because he looks like he's in his 50s. Quick spin round of the place. There you go. Only a few minutes walk from the Acropolis, this place. If you fancy coming in, it's lovely. We're back.
Yay!
We've made it. We've got a bit of a beer buzz. We're back into Camp in Athens. Now we're just going to go and have a look at Charlie, see how Charlie's done. He's been on his own for a little bit, and he's a very pampered pooch. So we're just round the corner. I'll shut off and see you on the other side. This is always a good sign when your motorhome's still there when you come back. So we're pretty happy. There's the toilet block over there, which is very handy. And we're just going to go in and see what reception we've got from our little pooch, who's not been to the Acropolis because he wouldn't be allowed in.
We have no mess on the newspaper.
Not much of a welcome.
Charlie.
He's not coming out.
You asleep?
He's zonked out.
He's all asleep in his bed.
Hardly blame him.
Oh, he's having a big stretch in a
Let's have a
yawn.
look.
Oh,
Here he is.
There he is.
Hello, beastie.
You've been all asleep all this time.
What have you been doing?
You had a party, haven't you? I can tell.
You've mainly been sleeping, haven't you? So that's it. That's the end of our day. Go and see the Acropolis.
Whoop, whoop.
It's nice to be back though.
It's nice to be back, isn't